Hello there. Happy 2017 to everybody. This is my New Year's shave. The brush tonight we're going to use is my Marting Brushguy brush. This is brand new. It was Christmas. It was a Christmas gift. And this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not getting the light that I normally get for some reason. That's not helping. But it's just an absolutely stunning brush. Got a 22 millimeter. I believe this is Virginia Shane, same as my other one. Feels the same. Might be just a tad more backbone. This one might be set just a millimeter or two lower. And it looks like blue and gray and black here on the video as I'm showing it to you, but there's more of a teal or what is the other? The blue-green color. I forget what it's called. But it's just beautiful. Matthew does absolutely fantastic work. He's my favorite. His brushes are my favorite brushes, bar none. Let me set that over here to soak. And it's a fantastic brush. I've used it twice already since Christmas. That's the only brush I've used since Christmas. And just lovely stuff. And the razor that we're using tonight is my 6/8 Moershfelder, Buffalo, New York. Barber's notch. Absolutely gorgeous straight razor. Looking way forward to this shave tonight. We're going to go with, and I do not pre-soak this. It's a soft soap. I don't see the point. Catie's Bubbles Mile High Menthol. This is Catie's take on Proraso Green, but it's Proraso Green on steroids. This was a soap that originally was made. I think there were only 6 when he first started out, but Jammin' G.I. James asked Catie's Bubbles, and I can't believe I can't remember his name. That's messed up. Sucks to get old. But he asked the owner proprietor of Catie's Bubbles to make a soap that was a tribute to Proraso Green, and he sent it to me and a few other people as Christmas gifts a couple of years back. And James, I'm using this soap and I love it, and I surely do appreciate you. Fantastic gentleman. Someone I'm proud to call a friend. And so we're going to use that in remembrance of friends, but also it's Mile High Menthol. And I think kind of a theme of aiming high for 2017, that kind of deal. So, all right, let's go ahead and move down, and we'll start loading and taking care of this. As always, in the wintertime, my Georgetown Pottery G12 scuttle. had a good year. Met a lot of new guys that really cool. Lots of new shavers, video or YouTubers, U-shavers, tuber shavers, however you want to call them. That's good, no matter what anybody says. I know there's probably a few that would poo-poo that, but to me that's good. It means the hobby is growing. People call this a hobby. I don't really consider that. That was a poor choice of words on my part. This is a lifestyle for me. I can't imagine ever not shaving with a straight razor or a DE if it comes to where I can't do the straight thing. But I can't imagine ever shaving with a cartridge razor or trying to use some electric razor monstrosity. Need a little water. I want it to be hot. But, you know, I just can't imagine using anything like that ever again. So this is not a hobby for me. Yeah, I like new things and different things. They don't have to be new. A new to me vintage straight or a well taken care of brush or whatever. It's just as nice. But I mean, I can't imagine ever going back to a cartridge razor or something like that. This is not, let me dry my hands. This is not a hobby to me in any shape or form. It's a way of life. One that I'm really, really glad to have found. And we're looking back on last year, 2016, and I'm looking back on when I began wet shaving and remembering when I found my father-in-law's boker in the drawer in my wife's jewelry box, and the first forum that I ever found, this was back before Facebook it really exploded with shaving groups. 2014, I think. But Straight Razor Plays. Can't believe I just did that. I got some water on my nose. Actually, I usually paint, but I'm finding that even though I bowl lather, and to me it's not really necessary to do anything but paint. I'm really finding that I love just a little bit of circular motion with a good badger or anything else that I've got, but badgers particularly. But anyway, I found Straight Razor Place, and there were guys on that forum that were generous enough to help me to understand what I needed to straight razor shave. And how to go about doing it. And I started with a DE about 2 weeks before that. I found again from my father-in-law. We had a Lady Gillette. When he passed, my wife grabbed his razors, his straight razor and his DE. Well, I shouldn't say she grabbed them. I think her mother gave them to her. So, anyway. That's a fantastic edge. I found that DE. Went down to the Family Dollar. And grabbed some DE blades. Began shaving with that, and then I started looking because a friend of mine had given me a straight razor several months back, and I had found a straight razor place, and I was looking for that straight when I found my father-in-law's. I never have found that other straight. I don't have a clue what happened to it. But anyway, before all of that, I had been looking for a DE because that's what I started with in the mid to late 80s, or 70s rather, was a Black Handle Super Speed. And, you know, like everybody else, I drifted away from them. And you guys, most of you guys probably know this story. I started looking for it again because I got tired of the garbage shaves I was getting from that Mach 3 monstrosity that I was using. Well, at the time I was even using a generic Mach 3 Wilkinson, basically a Wilkinson copy of a Mach 3, or maybe Wilkinson competitor, I don't know, but similar to the Mach 3. And I got tired of it, and that began my search for a DE. You couldn't find it in stores. Started looking for that straight and thought, well, I'll just try the straight, that kind of deal. Found the DE. You've heard the rest of it. It's kind of a convoluted way of getting to a point, but you guys know me. Anyway, that's lovely. Oh man, I love the menthol. It's got a really good menthol kick to it. Really, really good. I love it. Anyway, and so I start thinking about that when I start thinking about a new year and wet shaving and stuff like that. And how lucky we are now to have all the razors and soaps and brushes and creams and aftershaves and man, this stuff is slick. And all of that, Chris Cullen, thank you. And we are so blessed. And you know, I think about things like that, but it all comes down still to the people to me. I My subscribers, man, that's gorgeous. My viewers, dude. All of the friends that I've found, I've met, new and old. Just, that's what makes the shaving community awesome. It's not all those razors and the soaps and the brushes and all. That's not the heart of traditional shaving. It's the camaraderie and the friendships and the community. And dude, if you're missing out on that, you're really missing out on what this is all about. And if you're missing out on that, it's probably because you're hard to get along with. Now look, I know I understand there are troublemakers everywhere. And traditional shaving and the shaving community are not exempt from it. And I understand a lot of people look at things differently. But with me, what I do, man, you just have to ignore people like that. Walk away from them. Don't engage them. Go find the awesomeness in this community. Go find the awesome people in this community. They're here if you just go look for them. They ain't hard to find either. I have some really cool friends that I met in wet shaving. I would never have known them if it weren't for wet shaving. Wouldn't have ever happened. And now I can't imagine not being able to pick up the phone or go on Facebook or the forums or YouTube. And meet with them, interact with them. That's the beauty of this for me. Cold water rinse. The shaving is almost, at this point, an aside. Like a bonus. Oh man, cold water rinse on a freshly mentholated face. Man, I love that. Okay, we're going to use Krapert's Finest Frostbite, to which I have added a boatload more menthol crystals, just because that's the way I roll. That stuff is so good. Oh, make my eyes water. That's good. All right. Dudes, dudettes, whoever you are, bless you for coming along. I hope 2017 is a really, really blessed year for you. And some of your dreams and aspirations come true. You find success, and you meet more wonderful friends, and uh, all of that. My very best I wish for you in 2017 and beyond. God bless you, and thanks for coming along on my journey. Later.